Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome you all to the 200th milestone meeting of Vellore Toastmasters Club. The mission of every Toastmaster Club is to provide a positive and supportive learning experience where members are encouraged to develop their public speaking and communication skill, leading to greater self-confidence and personal growth. In my personal experience, I will tell you one thing. This is the 200th meeting, which means how many speeches would have been spoken in this days?
250.
Nearly 500 speeches. Okay? In my icebreaker speech, the speech which I prepared was different, the speech I delivered was different, and the best content for the speech came to my mind as soon as I completed my speech and went for my seat. So, for all those prepared words, spoken words and unspoken words, Vellore Toastmasters Club gave me a platform to raise my voice and gave me a platform where my voice could be heard. I am extremely grateful for Vellore Toastmasters Club in creating an impact in developing my confidence and paving a way for my better communication and growth. Though it is a milestone meeting, there are certain ground rules which should be followed. Number 1, please put your mobiles in silence mode. I'll give you 5 seconds to do that. Number 2, you can enter and exit the venue only if you hear the sound of applause. And the third most important thing is learn, interact and have fun throughout the meeting. Now it's time for me to introduce the presiding officer for the day. She is a renowned psychologist having nearly 20 years of experience working in CMC. She is interested in pop music, hearing podcasts, and most importantly, learning from the real life stories of people whoever she meets. Put your hands together and welcome the Lady Gaga of Division and the presiding officer for today.
Thank you so much for your kind introduction, Toastmaster Monica, the Sergeant at Arms. Thank you for setting the stage, and your upbeat intros were really great. So I would like to welcome all of you Toastmasters and our dear guests who come here before. Thank you so much for coming and making this meeting really special for us. So our guest for today, Division Director DTM Nagarajan, is on his way, so we just wait for him to come and join. And with this, we declare open meeting number 200. So this year we thought we will bring in a couple of special additions to make our meeting a little more lively. And as part of that, we thought we'll all rise and we'll read our Toastmasters promise. So I just ask all the members to rise while we read the Toastmasters promise. As a member of Toastmaster International and my club, Vellore Toastmasters, I promise to attend club meetings regularly, to prepare all of my speeches to the best of my ability, basing them on the projects and the pathway program, to prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments, to provide fellow members with helpful constructive evaluations, to help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for members to learn and grow, to serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so, to treat my fellow club members and guests with courtesy and respect, and to maintain honest and ethical standards during the conduct of all Toastmasters activity. Please, all of you, be seated. Now, I would like to call upon our secretary, Toastmaster Nandini, to come forward and read out the minutes of our previous meeting, meeting number 199.
Have you even remember the last week's theme meeting?
Republic Day.
Okay. I'll give you a few highlights. As a sergeant at arms, Toastmaster Monica opened the meeting by wishing the Republic Day and spoke about some objectives of Indian Constitution. Presiding officer Toastmaster Karen welcomed everyone warmly, and Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Shalini, spoke some facts about Republic Day, and she gave a small activity, jumbled words, especially Toastmaster. That was which is engaging. Especially Toastmaster Triveden gave a perfect explanation about the Parliamentary Assembly, which is very informative to all of us. And Toastmaster Anita delivered such an insightful speech, packed with full of informations. And Toastmaster Monica gave evaluation for Toastmaster Anita's speech. From that speech, I came to understand that Monica is such a good listener. Toastmaster Preetika evaluated Toastmaster Monica's evaluation speech, which is which she talked about the eye contact, how it is important. Toastmaster Samuel played as a bookmaster, and he recommended the Constitution of India. As a table topic master, Toastmaster Preetika conducted a fabulous table topic session, which is related to the theme of the meeting, and she gave some insightful information about climatic change. As a body language evaluator, this role is very new in our club and very important role actually for each and every one of us. It was very interesting, and Toastmaster Kriti, as a general evaluator, she gave a detailed report on everyone's speech. She did a fabulous job. And as a tag team, everyone contributed in a very good way, and we made the meeting successful. The best speaker is Toastmaster Anita, best evaluator Toastmaster Carolyn, and the best table topic speaker Toastmaster Triveden, best auxiliary role player Toastmaster Nandini, and best main role player Toastmaster Kriti. And unfortunately, walkathon didn't happen because of time constraint. I hope in upcoming meetings it will be happening. Thank you. Over to the presentation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nandini. So around 2018, there wasn't a community club in Vellore, and it was a really grand gesture by few students from VIP who were our founding members, and today we are really grateful to them. I'll just read out their names. Steve Johnson, Sean Edicola, Alan Monsey, Melvin Monsey, Jerome Abraham, Mridul and Siddharth. We are ever so grateful to all of them. Can we please give a big round of applause to them? It was amazing that they had come up with this wonderful initiative, and today we are all the beneficiaries of their hard work and their toil. So there's the saying, when you light up the path for another person, you also are enlightened by the light and you are able to go forward. It's a quote that is usually linked to Buddha, but I think this is what has happened, and this is the beginning of Vellore Toastmasters Club. So there's a story of an old fisherman. He had a very absurd practice. Every time he would go to fish, he would catch a lot of fish. The small ones that were about 8 inches long, he would retain, he would put it in his cooler. But the ones that were large, he'd throw it back into the ocean. So a small boy who was noticing this behavior happened to ask this fisherman why he was doing what he was doing. For this, his explanation was, my frying pan is 8 inches long. So I'll take only what is that. What can be fried in that 8-inch pan. Though we may laugh, many times we also have that old man's attitude. We do not want to expand. We are very comfortable doing what we like to do. We do not want to innovate, we do not want to think beyond, and we do not want to try new things and learn new things. but our mind is like a parachute. It works only when it is open. Okay? So without any further ado, it's my privilege to call upon the Toastmaster for today, who is a wonderful humorous speaker, and she is an educator. She works with children who have learning disabilities. She is a women's empowerment model, and she's so many other things. And with great joy, it is for me to welcome our Toastmaster for today, Toastmaster Abida Shah.
Thank you, President. That's a wonderful introduction. I didn't expect that I have this much abilities in me. Yes. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to 200 Milestone meeting. Yes. Let's look back to the journey from where it started. As Toastmaster Carolyn said, it's the initiation of 4 students from VIT. They initiated by putting a dot. Guests who visited the meeting turned out to be Toastmasters. They extended the dot to the map line of different skills like self-development, effective communication, and leadership qualities. They attained their goals and reached their aims, and they are living their dream life. So we are also traveling in the same journey. We are happy to be part of that 200 milestone. Yes. Theme of the day. Can anyone?
Choosing the right path.
And not choosing the right path. Indication of choosing the right path. Are we into the right path? For example, crossing the signal, trying to crossing the signal before green light is on. We are in the right path, right? Not wearing helmet. We wear helmet only when we see the policeman on the signal. Preparing at the last minute for tomorrow's meeting and exam. These are the indications of we are traveling in the right path. Well, jokes apart. I will tell you few insights professionally and personally how we can improve ourselves or the symptoms of that we are traveling in the right path. Yes. Before getting into that, I want to jot down what we actually do in our meeting for the convenience of guests. As we don't have guests today, I hope we can go directly into the meeting. We have prepared speech, first segment, that is we have one speaker today, followed by speaker evaluator. Before calling up speaker, I would like to call speaker evaluator, Toastmaster Ramesh. Even if he tear and crush one paper and throw it in the dustbin, it will become a hit. Yes, welcome Toastmaster Ramesh. Oh, sorry.
I was just wondering.
Okay, before calling our speaker, we'll call general evaluator, Toastmaster Saranya.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Today I will be your general evaluator. Okay, I will be evaluating the entire segment. As I had a lot of, I have a heavy lens, so please help me to do that. My tag team, I will request you. First of all, I will going to call our timer, Toastmaster Samuel.
So as a timer, I am going to look out the timings of the prepared speech and evaluation and every timings. So for the prepared speeches, for 5 minutes, green card, 6 minutes, yellow card, and 7 minutes, red card. And for key table topics, 1 minute, green card, 1 minute 30 seconds yellow card, and 2 minutes red card. For the DTM educational speech, 35 minutes green card, 37 minutes yellow card, and 40 minutes red card. So the speakers have the buffer time of 30 seconds before and after. Over to you, General.
Next, I would like to call grammarian of today, Toastmaster Anita.
Thank you, Saranya. So, before I could start, I want to talk about a small thing. For the past 2 days, I was under the weather. So, I have taken treatment for the same. Now I am feeling better. So, I would like to thank God for giving me a good health to stand today. So, my role is today is grammarian role. As a grammarian, I have responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to your language use. I'll take notes if any misuse of language, as well as I also note down your outstanding words, quotes, sayings and thoughts. So word of the day is lucrative. It is an adjective. The meaning is producing a lot of money, profitable and or money making. So I request all the Toastmasters, when you in your speech, kindly include this word lucrative. Thank you.
Next, I would like to call our counter of today's meeting, Toastmaster Harish. Body language evaluator, Toastmaster Vani.
Have you ever judged someone before they even spoke? Have you did that? We always do that. Yeah, we always do, be honest. Okay, so that's the power of body language. Even before they speak, we can judge someone. So this body language evaluator role will help speakers enhance their stage presence through effective non-verbal communication. So I will be judging your body language. This means, sorry, even if your words are powerful, if your body language is weak, the message or speech won't be effective. So I will be judging your stage presence and your hand gestures, your eye contact. So over to you, Toastmaster.
Next, I would like to call our listener of today's meeting, Toastmaster Monica.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I would listen carefully to the important tidbits shared by our speakers and role players. I'll frame the questions, and when called for listeners' report by the general evaluator, I'll come up with all the questions. Listen carefully. Over to you.
Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Yes. Already I have used.
One more time, please.
One more time.
Please.
Okay. Before calling speaker, you call speaker evaluator, Toastmaster Ramesh. Even if you tap the paper and crush and throw it in the dustbin, it will become a hit.
Very good evening, all of you.
Good evening.
So today my target speaker is going to be Toastmaster John Pradeep, who is pursuing his level 5 project 1. And the time limit for his presentation is going to be 5 to 7 minutes. Let me just spell out the project objectives. One is his project includes serving in a volunteer leadership role for a minimum of 6 months. Also, he will be sharing his 360-degree evaluation received during his stint to the fellow Toastmasters during the meeting. Toastmaster John will be sharing his experience on the skills needed to successfully lead in a volunteer organization. During his course of speech, we will be monitoring on the clarity of the speech, the vocal variety, the eye contact, gestures, audience awareness, and comfort level. All the best to my target speaker, Toastmaster John.
I'll call Toastmaster John. John, for giving prepared speech. Toastmaster John, gratitude, kindness, and hope. Toastmaster John, gratitude, kindness, and hope. All these.
Before I begin, I would like to tell you that there is a presentation that's shared on the WhatsApp group. You can refer to those pictures while I do my next year. But yeah, let's begin. I want all of you to do this along with me, okay? Can you all say Sulu Sulu Sa? Sulu Sulu Sa. Sulu Sulu Sa. Sulu Sulu Sa. Sulu Sulu. You keep saying Sulu Sulu Sa always, okay? Whatever I say, you keep saying Sulu Sulu Sa, okay? Sulu Sulu Sa. Sulu Sulu Sa. It's supposed to be a little bit rhythmic. Please go with me. Okay? Sulu Sulu Sa. Sulu Sulu. Sulu Sulu. Eh Sulu. Oh Sulu. Sulu Sulu. This was a kind of African song that I was welcomed to Kenya when I went there, right out of the airport. I will be showing you a little bit of the video, then we know how bad we are doing this, I mean including me. Okay, so this all started when I thought saying, oh my god, I want to be the digital nomad. I don't want to confine to one place, I want to stay away and do my work from wherever I am. And we, like, to test if it is really working, we moved from Chennai to Vellore. We moved to Vellore on a Thursday. On Saturday, I get a call, first slide on your WhatsApp, saying I have an opportunity to work with an NGO. This NGO is something that is, it's a global NGO that's based out of Cape Town, Nairobi, Seattle, India, and all of these places. And they want to establish their first project in India. The project was to go out into the villages and get children educated on mental wellness. Now, what exactly in mental wellness? They go by 3 words. They say, let's be grateful about our past and be hopeful about our future and be kind in the present. And that is what I was supposed to be doing. This was our first meeting that happened there, and we went there and I was so excited because it was happening at Savera, St. Mary's Road, all of the 5-star hotels, different places and global meetings, and I was so happy. And the actual work started, and this was the place that I was working with. Second slide. This place, you see those children there, they all look very happy. At least 10 children in that group right now in this picture have Chinese henny in their mouth. They are drunk or in drugs attending these classes. I tell them to do an activity, they do this activity, they hit somebody's head by mistake, blood comes. This was what was happening. If you thought this was bad, let's go to the next picture. This picture, very beautiful, no chart paper and children telling to me and doing all of those things. More to the next picture, you see the other side of the wall. It was not indoors, it was outdoors. We didn't have a place to conduct this workshop. We had to request the village members to say, hey, can we do something here? They said the cows have gone out for grazing. We have this place right now, but you still cannot go inside completely, do it on the road. And this was the road that we were doing this on. So here you know what happens, no? I say, everybody stand in a circle, let's do a game. And somebody comes, pam, stop, leave your way. And they go off and then we continue the workshop. This was so amazing. We are talking to them about being grateful and being hopeful in the future, and we are talking to them about being kind in the present. And I thought that was more needed for us than them, because they were already super grateful. When I told them, what are the complaints in your life? They're like, what complaints? We don't have any complaints. We are having a happy life. You know, one day when I went there, the children were not there. I went searching for them. I'm like, where are these guys? And they had this Mariamman Tiruvizha that's happening in the outskirts of the city, like slightly away from the city. But those children were not there too. Then I went searching for them. There's this huge tamarind tree under which these children that are 7 to around 12 years old, boys and girls, were preparing biryani all by themselves with their own rice, their own chicken and all of those things, and they did not buy any of those things. They caught them from somewhere, took them from somebody's house. They were making it and they fed me that biryani also. Not very good in taste because they made it, but I ate my house, like my just tummy full. Yeah, so this happened. And after that, the organization told me saying, hey John, great work. This looks to be working. And this was the pilot that we were doing. And they said, now it's time for us to go global. And I had to go to Kenya to start this there. The moment I got down from the airport, the Kenyan youth leaders that were volunteering to go out there and do this everywhere, they stood there near the airport and they did this dance for me. I'm going to show this to you here, but it's there on your WhatsApp. You can watch this later. This went on for like 20 minutes. I just stood there, dancing to them for 20 minutes, just sulu and different dance steps, and it was so beautiful. They had everything there, okay? Check the next picture. Yeah, check the next picture. They had everything there. They had beautiful houses. In their houses, full attitude. Every child out there had the attitude of a king or a queen. And I went to their school. This was the window of a school. I opened this. How many of you have gone to Pallikarne? That huge. This is right outside the window. That mountain is full garbage. It's not like nothing else, just garbage. You imagine opening your window and you see this garbage right here, like mountain of garbage right here. That's where I was doing this work. But you know what? They all came. I forgot to add a picture. There was an activity where I had to give them a theatrical scene and told them to go change something there. You know what they did? Every time I gave them a theatrical activity, I said, go change something about it. They said, take the Bible. That's the solution. I said, there's a fight happening. What's the solution? Take the Bible. There is somebody like no food. What is the solution? Take the Bible. And this was so much for me. I came back to India. I wanted to start something like that. But before that, I saw this one there. You see, they had to come together for electricity and Wi-Fi because their homes did not have it. Luckily, their climate is in such a way that they can live without a fan or a light or anything. But they had to come together for that. So I came back to India. I thought, what is it for Indians to come together for? Instagram influencing. I took Instagram influencing, got everybody together. We together, like said, let's all create reels. We came together, we did beach cleanup. We did art, a lot of art and mental wellness. And here I am presenting to you and telling you to be grateful about the past, be kind in the present, and be hopeful for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster John. It's a lucrative performance. Yes. Theme of the day is indications that we are on the right path. First indication is we have our chief guest, who is a veteran Indian Air Force officer, former IT director of Tandem Technologies, current fitness consultant, and a public speaking coach. Please wait. He was the second runner-up in the District Humorous Speech Contest 2024. He also sponsored the East Tambaram Speaker Forum. Let's welcome our Division A Director, Toastmaster Nagarajan, to the red carpet. Welcome, sir. Stage is yours.
This silence attracted your attention, am I right?
Yes.
Do something or say something in the first 30 seconds of the time given to you. that should hook the audience attention and retains their attention till end of your speech. Do something or say something. Today I tried my silence. Good evening, Vellore Toastmasters. I am really happy to visit this club and very happy to see a club functioning in this location, even though you are little bit disconnected with the Chennai and that crowd, right? Still you are doing independently very well. Thank you very much for your warm welcome. And I had been thinking for quite some time. You may be surprised. How many of you are more than 2 years old in this club? Only one. Okay. You could have seen me 2 years ago itself because I was to coach this club. It was struggling, I think it was in the past, I think it was struggling, right? So I was to become a coach and try to bring it up. But incidentally, I was given some other club at Chennai itself. So, and Princely came, right? No. Princely was the coach, I think.
No, it was Arnish.
I don't know. In any other club in Vellore? Only one club, right? No, not V80. In community club only one. I think this must be the club I was to come. Well, how many of you are going to take part in ISC contest? Please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. Only 3. So all of you are going to be winners. I recommend 100% of you, if you are eligible. All of you have completed level 2. Who has completed level 2? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, only you are eligible. When are you likely to have your contest? March. Time is there. Please contact level 2 marathon. Try to conduct level 2 marathon and let the people complete level 2 as early as possible and take part. I strongly recommend to take part in all the contests, irrespective of your standard or likely to win or something like that. Take part. It's a great source of learning. Now, what topic are you expecting me to speak on? Even though I had already given topic. Any requirement do you have? Yes.
Mechanical engineer.
Mechanical engineer. Okay, thank you. Any other? Any expectation? No expectation.
ISC contest.
Say again? ISC contest. Okay. All the same. How to craft a winning speech, you can say like that. First of all, you tell me what is the definition of communication. If you know the answer, please raise your hand. Not necessarily you need to know the exact answer what I am expecting. You know, anyone? What is communication?
Understanding what we want to do.
Understanding. Who will understand?
The other person.
The listeners. Okay. Anything else?
Delivering an idea effectively and taking the idea.
Okay.
Standing and deserving is communication.
Okay, very good. I appreciate your boldness to come forward to give the answer. I'll tell you in a simple way. Very simple. Transferring the data from the speaker's mind to the listener's mind. Transferring the data or information from the speaker's mind to the listener's mind efficiently. You should underline that word efficiently. I want to say, for example, I asked your president, I was in that golden temple, how to come, and she sent me the map, and I asked someone else how to go there. Then he said, you go here and there. It means he tried to convey some information to me. It shouldn't be misunderstood and take me somewhere else. So transfer the data to the listener's mind efficiently. It means I came from Chennai. It took about 3 hours for me to drive. And I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 kilometers, 10 or 15 liters of petrol. I don't know exactly. Let us say 15 liters of petrol. It means by consuming 15 liters of petrol, by consuming 3 hours of my journey, It met the objective. What was the objective? I should reach Vellore. That's all. The objective was met. The car was efficient because it consumed the required amount of petrol and the required amount of time. If it had consumed 5 hours, then the car is not efficient. I reached in 3 hours, but it consumed 25 liters of petrol. Again, it is not efficient. Okay? Similarly, while communicating, instead of consuming 2 minutes to explain something, if you take half an hour, you are not an efficient communicator. And instead of using only 100 words, you are using 2000 words to make him understand. No, not like this. I mean to try to understand. So you keep on speaking. Again, you are not an efficient communicator. Use minimum number of words, minimum amount of time. Without any misunderstanding, if he can understand, the listeners can understand, you are an efficient communicator. Now, as far as the speech and ISE is coming, now I will try to cover everything in a shortest possible time. It's a long process. Okay, I conduct classes for public speaking course both for children as well as adults, and I spend one and a half hour only for one session. For example, how to get rid of stage fear. That itself I take 1 day. Then how to write a script, 1 day. Then how to use body language, everything. I'll try to mix everything and try to give you in a short way as far as possible. What is the first problem in coming on the stage and speaking? Everybody has got some data. Everybody, even your maid at home, has got some story to tell. While washing the vessels, you ask how to make that she will explain very nicely without any hesitation, inhibition or anything. But if you ask her to come on the stage, she will not be able to. Same problem with everybody. Everybody has got some data, some story to tell. But when you come on the stage, you are unable to say. What is the reason? What is the first limitation?
Stage fear.
Stage fear. Exactly. You have stage fear. You don't know what to say in the beginning. First thing, you are conscious about the audience. Oh, he is watching me, he is looking at me, he is laughing at me, I think I have made some mistake. That inhibition is there, that conscious is there. How to get rid of stage fear? Without preparation, you cannot speak. Especially if you are a beginner. You should prepare, decide at home what to speak tomorrow on the stage. Don't decide on the stage what to speak next minute. No, you will mess up. You should have prepared. As a beginner, we should write a script. You know the topic? Get data from different sources. Get from book, internet, WhatsApp, or your friends, your mentor. Collect details. Compile it. Initially, you write for 2000 words, 3000 words. Then squeeze it to suit your time. 5 to 7 minutes, maybe 600, 700, 800 words. Bring it down. That is the first thing. Then you have to practice by heart. Shoot a video of yourself. You are the best evaluator for yourself. Decide whether you are happy or not. It may not be perfect, but you should be happy first. If you are not happy, correct it. What was not correct, then do it again. Correct it. That is the preparation. If you are going for a contest, definitely consult your mentor. Consult your mentor, get the details and polish it. So, if you are prepared well, you have no reason to have inhibitions. You don't have to be afraid. Be confident. Nobody has done so much work for that 5-6 minutes, so much you have done for that 5-6 minutes. Including your boss couldn't have done so much homework. Because you consulted so many websites, this thing, that thing, books and all those things, you have done some preparation. So be confident of what you are saying. Number 2. Number 3, be vulnerable. They will laugh, I don't care. They will not listen, they'll keep checking the phone, I don't care. They may comment on me, I don't care. I have confidence. I have valuable data. If not in the first minute, in the second minute, I am going to arrest your attention and I will force you to listen till end of the speech. Irrespective of my appearance, my attire, or voice, I may have a female voice, I don't care. But everything will be blamed within first minute only. After that, depends upon the value of my data, you will be forced to listen to me. So, even if they are laughing or something, be vulnerable. Now I tell you the important, the most challenging tactic in is public speaking. Even my trained students also face this problem. They can be trained on all the aspects. Body language, vocal variety, stage, everything. Even stage fear also. Writing the script, your own script. I have not seen even after 2 years any student is doing the best script which can satisfy me. It is a challenging one, it is not easy. I'll tell you the funda, the basic template of a successful script. All of you may please listen carefully. If you want, you can make a note of it also. This is the basic funda. It has been successful even at international speech contest. Even the winners contest has the same template. You know by now, a script should have, a speech should have OBC. Opening, body, conclusion must be there. Whatever the speech may be, it may be table topic, it may be prepared speech, even it may be a presentation given in your office, in your board meeting, or even if you want to ask leave from your boss, have OBC. Don't straight away go and just say, I want leave. Don't say like that. Have some OBC. So, opening, body, conclusion must be there. 3 aspects. First point, you have understood. Second thing, opening must hook the audience in the beginning itself. Within 30 seconds of your time given, do something or say something that hooks the audience attention and retains the attention till end. It can be a humor, it can be a statistic, startling statistic. During Corona, the first month itself, 10 lakh people died in US. Startling statistic. Or a proverb, Abdul Kalam said or something. Anything, say something or do something that hooks the audience attention in the beginning, very important. Don't say, hello, I am going to talk about this one. No, don't reveal your secret, what you are going to talk about. The topic is already announced. That also should not reveal the content of your speech. So say something or do something that hooks the audience attention. Number 1, opening. Body. Body should have one story. It is mandatory. Tell one story, whether it is a prepared speech or a table topic speech or even a presentation in your office, tell one story. If you want, you can bring it back. A story is mandatory in every speech. Opening is over, then come to story. That story must be your personal story. Don't steal it from WhatsApp, Facebook, or some other book or some other friend. It should be your personal story. Because at the end you are going to tell a message. To give that message, you need a credibility. Who are you to tell this message? For example, do exercise every day. I know it is there in website, many people are advising. Who are you to say? Tell a story. It happened like this. Based on my experience, I am giving you this slow exercise. So tell your personal story. Story must be there. That must be your personal story. That story should have a conflict and resolution. Problem and solution must be there. All of you have seen the movie Baksha? I'm sure. I should ask how many times did you watch that? Rajinikanth. He studies, goes to college, loves a girl, gets married, gets kids. They also go to school. All are living happy. And will you like that movie? But still, who is the hero? To make him hero, you will want Raghuvaran. Villain must be there. Problem must be there in a story. So first thing is tell a story, personal story that should have a conflict and resolution. Problem and solution must be there. Without problem, the story is not interesting. Problem should be there. Make the people believe that you are going to fail because of this problem. That hero is going to fail. You are the hero. You should be the hero. It means you should be the victim or witness of that story. For example, I lost my money purse. You are the victim. Or I and my friend went to bank. He lost money. So you are the witness for that. So in your problem, either you should be a victim or a witness. And in reality, there may not be a solution. For example, you lost the purse, you never got it back. But when you tell a story, say that you got it back. Otherwise, the story is not ended. Nobody likes the bad ending because you are going to give a message, right? So give a solution also. From that solution, derive a message and put it in the conclusion. That's all. This is the basic funda. So first, select a theme which impacted your mind and brain. This incident I want to say, I want to share it with people. That impact should have been there in that incident. It may be a small incident. For example, you went outside to buy something and your dog got met with an accident. That's all, that story. That's it, sort of story is there. I had been craving to travel by air for quite some time. Finally, I got an opportunity that my uncle's daughter's marriage is happening in Malaysia. He sent ticket also to come attend with the family. Very good. I applied for passport, I got it, everything, I packed everything, this thing, and I was very proud as if I was president of India. I walked with pride and went to the airport. The car dropped me and I went to the airport check post. And on the way, security sir said, good morning. I said, I just ignored him and went. And then as I entered the entrance, the security asked for passport. I checked. Oh my God, I opened all the bag, it was not there. I lost my passport. Problem is there. Then the security said, there is no way, you have to complain to police and come back with new passport. With bad luck, I went back. There in the parking, that security, sir, I was calling you, you didn't listen to me, what happened? This is your passport. Oh yeah, where was it? It fell down, I called you, you did. Oh, thank you. Then I gave 100 rupees, he said, oh, I don't know, let's go. Then I gave him and solved. Problem solved. Now give a message. Don't judge the people by their profession or their appearance or their dress. Good hearts are hidden behind every dress or every appearance. You can give a message, right? So you are the victim, so you have a personal story. This is as far as the script is concerned. Then delivery is very important. Speech is like a two-wheeler. You need both the wheels to balance. So content and delivery both are essential. Delivery. First thing, you should establish your confidence to the audience with your voice. Use bold voice. Even if I speak at this pitch also, the last person can hear. But that is not the objective. The energy of the speaker is contagious. So it gets spread everywhere. You get the authority to say whatever you have with your voice. So start speaking in a bold voice. Number 2, speech is a visual treat. It's not a radio message. People can close their eyes and listen. They want to look at you. It's like a tennis. So audience will look here, here, here. So give a treat with your speech. Be generous with your body language. Use your body parts, shoulders, arms, face expressions. Be generous with body language. Your body language can bring the picture of your story in front of the eyes of the audience. Don't feel shy. Be generous with it. Don't overdo or overacting. That may look cosmetic. It may distract. But use appropriate body language. Vocal variety. Raise it when it is required and bring it down whenever it is emotional. That will give message. Make eye contact with the entire audience. Be generous with eye contact. Don't hesitate. Don't look somewhere or look somewhere else. Make eye contact generously. It will connect with the audience. Every individual will think that I am speaking to that person. I am speaking to this person. It makes it establish the connection. Be generous with your eye contact. And next one is try to utilize the stage, whatever is given to you. Don't worry about camera whether you are going out of it or not. But be generous with your stage. It does not mean that you will wander like a caged lion, left and right, or front and back. No. It should be appropriate, well planned. While writing script itself, you should have mentioned this next few lines I will speak from center. Put it in bracket, center. Then next 5, 6, 7 lines I'll speak from left side of the stage. Once you are in left side, be here only. Here also don't move. Because people don't want to get distracted. Once a point is over in that story, next point is come to this place. People will visualize that happened there and this happened somewhere else. Opening should be from the center. Story first point, second point, if third point is there, again go to left side. Finally, for the conclusion, come to the center, come closer. Because the conclusion has the message with emotion. When you are emotional, the voice will come down. You will not shout as I did in the beginning. There is no entertainment at the last part. Only emotional message is there. So come closer so that your face is closer to the audience, your face expression is closer to them, and voice is also audible to them. If you apply these techniques along with the strong content, you can definitely amuse the audience. Your objective in the contest is to win the contest. For that, you should know technical details, how ballot sheet is formed and how judges are doing, all those things that is there. Whether you win or not, you must amuse the audience, even if you lose the contest. After the contest, people should come and say, hey, that was super. This point was very good. You should have got the first prize. I don't know how they judged. You should amuse the audience. That is your first objective. Of course, also try to win the contest. Then only you can go to area or division also. Try to win the contest also. But be sure whether you lose or win, you must amuse the audience. That is your main objective. Correct? Now, you understood the basic elements of your speech. How your content should be there, how to get rid of stage fear, and how to use body language and all those things. Right? Now, by accommodating all those things, how do you like if I give a speech? By accommodating all these aspects. Okay, here my speech begins. I have 82 members in my family, and I am the head of my family. Good evening. In fact, my family has only 4 members. Only one daughter, only one son, only one wife. Invariably, all the 4 are hardcore animals. We have a pet dog named Sean, SHEWN. The breed is pug. You know pug? Hutch dog, wonderful. Drooping lips, prominent eyes, closed ears. Nothing to think, but lot of wrinkles on the forehead. Curly tail, wide hip, stylish walk, beautiful. A lot of beauty in a small place. We love him so much. He has access to all the rooms in our house, including kitchen. Like Panchamandavas, all the 5 sleep together. And I cuddle around and sleep with him, enjoy him. Except for his loud sneering. What is that? Snoring. Except for his snoring, I love that. Cuddling. He has become the 5th member of my family. Had the government allowed, I would have taken other also. We love him so much. As the years rolled by, along with Sean, my children also grew. They did their schooling, UG, PG. They got employed. They got married. They got their own place, moved abroad towards their own future. I and Sean were left alone with my wife. I and my wife were left alone with Sean. Gradually, I became sick and tired of taking care of Sean. We will have to vaccinate him every year. Deworm every 2 months. Shower him every week. Take him for a walk twice a day. Feed him twice a day. Feeding is the biggest challenge. By choice and by birth, I am a vegetarian. Not very strict. I have violated several occasions. But Sean, no violation. 100% pure, strict, non-vegetarian. The only thing he consumes without adding chicken is the drinking water. Just for the sake of him, I used to buy 3 kgs of chicken every week, wash it, cook it, keep it in the deep freezer, take out a small piece, feed him every day, take him for a walk. I got fed up. I paid 25,000 when he was a pup to buy it. But now nobody is ready to take it, even for free. I didn't know how to get rid of him. That was the time I got a call from my daughter in Singapore. Dad, why don't you and mom come and stay with me for a couple of months? Wow, what a blessing in a disgrace. Free from Sean. If not permanently, at least temporarily. I put him in a shelter at Korattur, Chennai. They take much more care, better than us, and love the animals. If you pay 500 rupees per day. I negotiated 50,000 for 2 months. Moved to Singapore. There I started enjoying my life. No dog, no chicken, no forced working, no showering. I enjoyed the dogless life for 2 months. The next day I was to return back to Chennai. And today I bought some groceries and I reached my flat, like my daughter's flat. When I came closer, I saw one Chinese man standing with a small animal. From the distance, I could not make out whether it was a fox or a cat. I came closer and asked him, "Is it a cat?" He said, "It's a dog." "Dog?" He said, "He can't hear you. He's blind. Blind or deaf? Both. How? Disease or accident? By birth. How old is he? 9 or 10? 19. For the past 19 years, you had been taking care of this deaf and dumb dog. He is blessed to get you as his master. He said, I am blessed to be his master. He taught me many things in my life. One of the most important one is, if you close your eyes and ears, you can detach yourself from this materialistic world, live happily, ethically, with empathy. I looked at him as if he was an angel. I said, God bless you. He said, I am already living with the God for the past 19 years. I had no words to say. I took my groceries and reached home. That night, till 2 a.m., I could not sleep. Kept thinking about this Chinese man. What a man is he? He has been loving his deaf and dumb dog, blind dog, for the past 19 years. How beautiful is my shop, with all the organs fully functioning. Still, I wanted to get rid of it. The next day, immediately after reaching Chennai, within 4 hours, I reached Corridor. I went and sat on the floor. Sean looked at me for a few seconds, then came by running, jumped on my lap, and started kissing me. I wiped my tears, hugged him, kissed him, put him in the car, and started driving towards the home. On the way, I stopped in front of a poultry and bought 3 kgs of chicken with bread. Reached home, washed it, cooked it, fed to him, took him for a walk with bread. That day onwards, I started feeding not only to Sean, but also to 7 street dogs every night till last night. Apart from that, I also feed 70 pigeons on my terrace every afternoon. Now my family is not a small family. It's a large family with so many souls to bless me and my children. Friends, the only language these animals can understand is love. Please talk to them in their language. So one of you can please give me your opinion about this speech. Raise your hand if you are ready. Volunteer, all our speakers. You should not have any inhibitions.
Yeah, it was a really amazing speech. Like as a beginner, like as a Toastmaster journey, I really like the way you structured your speech and everything. I could actually imagine those emotions and feelings which you had with the dog. It's as if like I am in your story and actually experiencing all those things. So these were like it was an amazing speech.
Thank you, thank you. So, anyone else?
Sir, actually, I love dogs, sir, but we are not having any dog in my home. I can relate everything to you, sir. I was like, I were in your daughter's house. I were going through the plane. I was like traveling with you, sir, on an exit, sir. Amazing.
Thank you, thank you. Anyone else? Oh, yes, one minute, please.
Yeah, one thing I found about the speech was that I was eager to know what was happening next. Like I couldn't stay on the speech. I was thinking what was going to happen next. So I was like every minute, especially when the voice modulation kicked in, the way like you mentioned during the ed speech, to change your vocal variety based on how you're emotionally delivering it. It really made me think, okay, what's the conclusion? What's going to happen next? And that's how I realized that this was a perfectly structured and a well crafted speech.
Thank you.
So you mentioned about your speech should be a visual treat to the audience. So I think you did that. So we were traveling with you in your story, and the stage usage was very good, and the way you used your arms and stage, that was highly commendable.
Thank you. Thank you. Any last person?
I was not here, sir. I was actually traveling with you to Singapore. I was actually imagining how the dog might have ran to you after seeing you for a long time. It was a visual treat, as Toastmaster Vani said. I think you gave a perfect example for how to craft a speech and how to deliver a speech with perfect body language, hand gestures, everything. The confidence was amazing. Even I used to give a speech like you one day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now, if you had watched the speech, it had all the components what I recommended in the beginning. Okay, let us recollect what I said. First thing, there was no stage fear. As far as the script is concerned, I said OBC was there, opening, body, conclusion. Then I said hook the audience in the beginning. Did I hook?
Yes.
How?
Family.
I have 82 members in my family. It is not possible, right? It's a question. Everybody is wondering how is it possible. There you started waiting for the answer. I never gave the answer, but I made you to understand. Can anyone tell how it is 82?
Because you
started
dogs
feeding
and the
dogs
pigeons.
70 pages, one.
You started feeding the stray dogs and 70 pigeons.
Yes, 70 pigeons, 7 stray dogs, and 5 members. Totally it will become 82. I didn't reveal it openly, but I made you to understand. But I raised the question that must be hanging in your mind throughout. First you tell me the answer, how is it 82, right? So hook the audience. Then a personal story. Personal story, it is my personal story. Then problem and solution. Problem is I wanted to get it out of this dog. Solution is I changed my mind, right? And I said happy ending must be there. If I really got rid of the dog, the story wouldn't have been so interesting. You would have blamed me. You are a merciless fellow, heartless fellow, something like that. But I gave a compatible ending. You also like that, and you are happy. And as you said, I created a suspense. What is going to happen to this dog? All are curious, right? So finally, I gave a solution. From that solution, I picked up a message and put it at the end. Love the animals. So template is there, and I tried to use all the delivery aspects. My voice was bold, voice modulation was there whenever it was required. I brought it down, and when I bringing it down, I came closer to the audience. Then body language was generous, eye contact was there, stage usage was there. Now let me explain the appropriate stage usage. I started my speech from here. Then I went to Singapore. No, I was telling my story in Chennai. Okay. Then I went to Singapore. For that Singapore I came here. Then again I came back to Chennai. And finally for the conclusion I came here. It means when I told the story from here, you would have imagined Singapore. And whatever I said from here, it is Chennai. So that helped you to visualize the story. So the stage usage should be appropriate, not wandering just like that. Right? And the conclusion was there. Whether I am going to win the speech or contest or not, I am definitely amuse the audience. Right? It was an ISC speech, okay, and it went to division. I could not cross division because another person's speech was much better than mine. Mine was also good. People were telling, at least 20% of people said that you should have got the first prize. Okay, this remark is sufficient for me. Okay, any questions? Don't disappoint me by not asking questions.
In a 5 to 7 minute speech, what is the total number of words that can be spoken?
That depends upon your pace. How fast or how slow you speak. Average, it is said that it is 120. but it depends upon your delivery. It may be 150 or 100. You have to practice and see, then decide. Initially, don't limit your speech for 5 minutes or 7 minutes or 10 minutes. Write whatever comes to your mind. Don't restrict your imagination. Put everything in writing. Even if it is 3,000 words also, don't worry. Take the best out of the 3,000 and compile it for 7 minutes. If it is 100 words per minute, 7 into 100. And you should also accommodate room for audience response, laughter, perhaps in between that may be there. You should plan for that also. Sometimes you may have to give pauses also. It is very important. You must give pause at appropriate place. Sometimes silence also. I was silent for the first few seconds. Accommodate all these things and calculate your time. But definitely finish it 15 seconds before your maximum time allowed. Don't wait for the people when he is going to finish. Should not. Any other question?
Is it mandatory to have the stage moment, or if I continue?
I said it is a visual treat. Okay. If there is no opportunity in your speech to have stage usage, include some opportunity, create some opportunity. Tell a story. I was getting ready for my office. I was searching for my shoes and so. Finally, I went to office. My boss was there. House is there, office is here. Opening and body conclusion should be here. So include body language also. If there is no purpose, include on purpose. Suddenly I was writing something. My pen fell down. I picked it up. Now there is a body language. So include in the script itself, cosmetic inclusion can be there. Any other questions? Then thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. I lost fully in your speech. Like, no words to say. How can I craft a speech? Yes. We got one indication for our right path. We are traveling in the right path. That is through sir, we got that indication. Now, professionally and personally, what are the indications? Few indications I'll tell you. Try to relate. First one is alignment with core values and principles. For example, whatever we do, whatever work we do, we have to be fully involved in that. Example, Sarah, she is a marketing specialist. She works for a sustainable fashion brand. She should have 4 things in mind: environmental responsibility, social responsibility, creativity, innovation, and authenticity. What is environmental responsibility? She is doing a fashion brand. While doing this, she has that environmental responsibility like reducing waste, recycling. Social responsibility, creating employment opportunities. And innovation, bringing unique products. Authenticity is transparency in her work, honesty. This is the alignment of core values and principles. The work we do, we should have this in mind. It means we are in the right path. And the second thing is perseverance and patience. When we face new challenges in our life and hardships, we should be patient enough and perseverance for our goal. I'll also tell you another example for this. J.K. Rowling. She has been rejected by 12 publishers before agreed by Bloomsbury, and Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Her determination paid off. And the next one is continuous learning. I have heard so many speakers, prominent scholars says this. I spend 1 to 2 hours for learning new things. Example again, Elon Musk. He spends 100 hours a week for learning new skills, training himself to update everything, including programming, physics and engineering, though it's his main subjects. He also learned new things, new techniques. These are few things that professionally teaches us that we are traveling in the right path. After a short break, I'll share personally what are the indications for the right path. We'll have a 10 minutes refreshment break, then we'll come back. Welcome back to the session. Now we are moving to the next part, that is indications personally how it makes that we are right. First thing is feeling like we had our dreams in our life are collapsing. What we should do during this time? We have to stay focused and connected. Like create empathy in us. That one day I'll do slowly. It's a dream. It will take time to reach. So feelings like that will come to everyone. But the thing is how focused and consistent we are in trying things. And the second thing is humility and modesty. Everybody are running all over our life to get identification and recognition. At one point of time, we feel like we have lost everything. We feel alone. All these things indicates us that we can do better than we thought. And the last thing is, we have to be grateful. Show gratitude towards people, our pets, animals, and even objects. In my personal opinion, I thank every week after I read a book. I thank that book that I have learned so many things from that book. This is the right book at the right situation helped me. So personally, we undergo so many things. For everyone, all these kind of feelings come and go. The thing is how focused we are, how cultivated we are in sowing the seeds to develop ourselves. So these are few indications professionally and personally that we are traveling in the right path for transforming ourselves. That's all. And let's move on to the next session. I know everybody are curious and excited for this session, table topic. Let's call table topic master Bharat. Toastmaster Bharat.
Thank you to the master of the Toastmaster Abhidharshah. Do you guys know what is the best part about playing the role of a table topic master?
I can take revenge.
You will not be called upon to speak. Well, first of all, I would like to thank the team for giving me this role. Right? So, I think pretty much everybody knows what is table topics. For the benefit of guests, maybe I can say a time like you will be given a topic on the stage and you have to speak about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes, and you will be given the green card at 1 minute. At 1 minute 30 seconds, you will be given the yellow. At 2 minutes, you will be raised the red card. After 2 minutes has over, you can still speak for 30 seconds. It's a buffer time. And if you speak more than that, you will be disqualified. And if you speak less than 1 minute, you will be disqualified. Right? So I have very special topics on this very special occasion. So I am not going to call any of you. I want the volunteers who are going to take these special topics. So who is going to be my first volunteer? Yes? Yeah, please come. Great. So your name?
Nyasha.
Nyasha. Right? So Nyasha, who is the funniest person in your family? Who is the funniest person in your family? Yes, over to you.
I am.
So you can explain why and all those things.
Because sometimes I talk about Sunday Monday. My mother taught me.
Thank you. Great. We have a hero who volunteered for as a first speaker. So let us see who is going to be the second volunteer. Great.
I can go show up in front of 80 people. Different topic.
Your name?
Melvin.
Melvin. Toastmaster Melvin. What's your favorite way to waste time? What's your favorite way to waste time, Toastmaster Melvin?
Now that's a really difficult topic for me because I've never used time productively. I always waste time. So for the table topic master to ask me what is the most efficient way to waste time, I would say literally everything I do. That might be watching my Instagram reels or even attending sessions, Toastmasters meeting while I have my exams the next day. It all comes down under one thing, which is time management. Now, the best way for me in one word would be watching Instagram. Technically 2 words, but Instagram would be the number one way that I would personally waste time. But if I were to say it in a more elaborate manner, it would be all the lovely things that I get every time I waste time. Now think about it. You don't have to worry about anything that's going on around you. When you waste time, you're thinking to yourself, you're having that full time for yourself. Not really going around and thinking what others are doing, what you should be doing next, or thinking of how competitive this world is and just putting your head into it. The minute you waste time, which would be anyway, not just watching Instagram like me, I just feel the comfort that I have, not really being bothered about anything that's going on in such a bustling world, and having some time to think and reflect about myself. So as I mentioned, in short, one word, which is Instagram, but is it worth it and is it paying off? Absolutely. Over to the table talk master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melvin. I think we all can relate to Toastmaster Melvin on spending time in Instagram. And it all depends on whether we are wasting our time or we are spending it effectively. Thank you, Toastmaster Melvin, for your views on the topic. Now, may I have the third volunteer? So, yeah. Right. So I would like to ask the same question that I've asked for your
My
son. Who is the funniest person in your family? Toastmaster Abhidash.
Thank you, table topic master. Of course, he is the funniest one. People tell me he got reflected from my life. And today morning, what happened? A client called my husband. His name was Kalyana Sundaram. He was asking Kalyana, he was asking the spelling, K-A-L-Y-A or K-A-L-A. He said, if you don't remember that name, please store it like this, Swapana Sundari. he was telling. We were like, from where he is learning these words or how he is connecting all this. Then my husband said, it's all because of you. You are always making him funny and you are finding everything funnier from anything. So while coming to Toastmasters, he was telling me, do you know why it's called Sunday? I said, I don't know. I remember Sunday because I attend Toastmasters. He said, no, today after a long winter, we are seeing the sun. Then he asked me, why we call Monday? Because after Sunday, we drain up all our, in Tamil, Monday means head. All our brain becomes sluggish, so we call it Monday. So he gave me explanation for all the weekdays. Thank God that he reflected me. and he's learning a good humorous. One day he will become a humorous contest in Toastmasters. I wish. Thank you. Over to table topic.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhijasha, for sharing about the funniest person in your family. It was really funny. Great. Now, may I have the next volunteer speak? Yes. Yeah. I think we have many child speakers in our club. Great. Which topic shall I give you? What is the strangest thing you ever ate? What is the strangest thing you ever ate? Over to you.
The strangest thing I ever ate is Samia. It's actually my sister likes and I do not like.
Thank you. I think many of us here who may hate samia eating, right? So yeah, thank you for your views. Now may I have the next volunteer? Nandini, yes. Right. What will you do if you get an alien as your friend? Toastmaster Nandini, what will you do if you get an alien as your friend? Toastmaster Nandini.
What will I do if I get alien as a friend? I think this is before few questions he asked. No, that was. This is something I didn't expect. If I get alien as a friend, I'll ask what are the things they have in their planet and how we can get that accessibility. Then I'll ask them whether what kind of lifestyle they have, what kind of food they eat, all the small things I'll ask. That's it. Over to topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nandini, for sharing your wonderful views on getting to become a friend with an alien. Right? So the next volunteer. Yes. Okay. Toastmaster Vani, if you could rename yourself, what name would you pick and why? If you could rename yourself, what name would you pick and why? Toastmaster Vani.
Okay. So, how many of you can relate a name when I say JJ? Even though I don't like her personally, but JJ means Jayalalitha. So J. Jayalalitha. She was the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Okay. So I do like some of her personalities, but many of her personalities I don't like. But the name has something. So whenever they flash the news with JJ, it has some power. So one incident happened in my office when I was working in Chennai. So one person named J. Jayalakshmi. So she was in her bench, like in IT they call it as bench. So she was in a training period, and one day I happened to train her on a particular topic of pain management. So when I saw the name JJ, So immediately I got some curiosity to talk with her and have a relationship with her. I don't know why, even though I didn't see her at that time. So that would be the renamed name of myself. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mani, for renaming yourself with such a powerful name, and you explained it very well. Right? The next volunteer, I think Anita has. Great. So, Toastmaster Anita, which wild animal would you like to keep as a pet? Which wild animal would you like to keep as a pet, Toastmaster Anita?
Thank you, brother, for this question. So, which animal would you like to keep as a pet? To be frank, I do not want to have pet at home because I'm allergic to it. I have a asthmatic problem. So, if I keep pet at home, the fur and the feathers which flies on the hair, it gives me trouble. I get sneezing. I get some respiratory related problems. So, in our home, we try to avoid pet at home. Once my brother got lovebirds at home from South Africa. For that itself, I suffered for 2 weeks because the droppings, from bird droppings, I really suffered. So from them, we decided that not to have birds or any pet animals at home. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anita. Yes, please. And yeah, the same questions for you. Which wild animal would you like to keep as a pet? Which wild animal would you like to keep as a pet? Toastmaster Shah.
Unfortunately, I had the same answer. I'm scared of anything else other than humans. Even I'm scared because of humans. If someone is going to call my name from behind, I'll get scared. But if I had to imagine to have a pet, I would like to have lion. We don't have to do anything for lion. Just keep feeding the lion. Just admire what the lion is doing, and that is enough. And if you want, like, I have so many enemies with me. If you want to scare them, I can just call my pet. I don't even have to go near. I can call my pet and just show them. So I would like to have a lion as my pet.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shalini, for beautifully answering the topic. And yeah, you have chosen the king of the forest as your pet. Great. Yes. Right. So yeah. Yeah. So Samuel. Toastmaster Samuel. Love at first sight. Do you believe in it? Love at first sight. Do you believe in it? Toastmaster Samuel.
Thank you. So, how many of you believe that first impression is the best impression? How many of you, can I see any hands here? So, if you are believing that, love at first sight is true. Yeah, am I right? So, but I never felt really on a girl, right? I never fell in girl with the love at first sight. Like I will be going with and speaking with that, that's a lot of process. But I believe that first impression is best impression. If I come with dirty clothes and I will go meet and client with my dirty clothes or with a beard, the client will not be speaking with me at all because we are going to speak about money and their financial goals. So, love at first sight, I believe it, but I never felt it. But I felt it at one time, but it made me something bad. So I believe it, but again I will not do it. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Samuel, for beautifully answering the topic. Right. So time, how much time do we have still? Time is not. Thank you, and yeah, so I just wanted to share a few things. Like, we have a special guest, this distinguished Toastmaster Nagarajan. So we all could really learn how beautifully he uses the body language. I think this is the second time I'm hearing this speech. I think I have directly heard it when he was delivering it on the district stage. And if you could see that speech, I could really say it was better, really better than this. Because I could see even he was crawling on the floor and while delivering his speech, and if I'm not wrong, and also he was making he was sounding like even his dog. It was all made really fun, and thank you, sir, for being here as a chief guest for today. And I hope this session has taught us a lot of things. And yeah, we are really happy to have you today. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Now I would like to call general evaluator to come up with the report. Toastmaster Saranya.
Before entering into the general evaluator report, we will see our tag team report. Now, firstly, let us invite our grammarian of today's meeting, Toastmaster Anita.
Thank you, Sonia. So today the good thing is I couldn't find any significant misuse of language, and a few very interesting vocabularies I have picked up from all your speech are indications: visual treat, craft the speech, be vulnerable, contagious, perseverance and patience, global phenomena, empathy, humility and modesty, and gratitude. And we all need to improve our usage of prepositions in our speech, and appropriately we need to use it. And I encourage all the Toastmasters to use idioms and phrases in our speech. Thank you.
Today's our counter of the meeting, Toastmaster Ayush.
So, good evening to one and all. So, before I begin with my report, I'll just give a small introduction because I couldn't get a chance at the start of the meeting. So, I would like to narrate one incident, a small incident. So, it's like last month, it was a December month, and I was in my hometown, and I had so many wedding functions which I had to attend. So, I remember this one incident where I had to go to Nagpur, which is like around 12 hours from my hometown Pune, to attend one wedding function. And I was like, we were going by roadways. So I was like completely in deep sleep. I was sitting back at back of the seat. I was enjoying the journey. It was completely calm. And I was in sweet dreams. I was enjoying the journey and with that amazing music which was going in the background. But then suddenly I started jumping up and down in my dreams, here and there. I literally banged my head at the rooftop of the car. So it so happened that suddenly there were so many potholes in the road and everything. So because of which the whole journey was spoiled. So this is what the importance of counter is. That is, these words like or unnecessary pauses which we use in our speech. These act like potholes in that smooth speech. So as an counter today, I had this responsibility to count the number of R's, and I'm very glad that most of the speakers didn't had so many counts, and even the speakers who had, they were very few. It's like most of the time I was sitting ideal and I was forcing myself that who will make that sound, who will make that sound or something like that. So here is my report. So Toastmaster Abhida Shah had two counts and one sound. And Toastmaster Vani had like the repetitions of I during the table topic speech. And Toastmaster Monica had 4 sounds. Toastmaster Nandini had 3 sounds, and Toastmaster Anita had 2 sounds. And Toastmaster Samuel had 1 sound. And apart from that, kudos to Toastmaster John, Toastmaster Ramesh, DTM Nagarajan, and Toastmaster Bharat, Toastmaster Malvin, and Toastmaster Shalini, who had like no sound or something. So this is all with my report. Thank you.
Next, I would like to call our body language evaluator, Toastmaster Vani.
So today I found so many confident body language from the speeches distinguished Toastmaster Nagarajan and the our prepared speaker John Pradeep. And I found some people where some people were talking like in this position, saying their notes or the eyes were low. So be confident when you are delivering your speech, when you are delivering your reports, because if your body is not in a confident position, even if you give a great speech, it wouldn't sound like a great speech. So I would like to introduce only one type of, there are 4-5 types of body languages, but I would like to introduce one, open versus closed language, which is, open is a very confident and your arms will be like flowing as per your story or as per your speech, but closed is like this or this crossed arms, crossed legs, like that. So try to incorporate these body languages types. In future, I will let you know the other types also. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Now I would like to call our TTM evaluator Toastmaster Karen.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I've taken down a lot of notes, but obviously I'll not be able to cover all of it. Few things that I would like to mention is many people find it very difficult to utilize the time that is being given when it's an impromptu speech. So I would really recommend that all of you try to use the spotlight and you try to use the stage as best as you can so that you're trying to really elongate your speech. Some very thoughtful and very impactful presentations were, one was of Toastmaster Vani. I think you've got amazing potential for lovely stories, and the way you came and delivered it was very coherent, it was very contextual, and you kind of answered what the table topic master had asked. The rest of you, kudos for trying. Thank you so much for coming forward, because it's not very easy to come and be it's like you're thrown under the bus. You're just supposed to come and deliver. It is quite difficult. So while we are preparing for the international speech contest and the table topic contest, few things that we can always remember is to utilize the time and to think very clearly. And many times, if we are going to take initial 10 minutes to actually craft that speech in our mind, we will be able to exaggerate, loop it, and try to fill in the time, as well as be very, you should answer the question. Many times when people go for table topics, they have a preconceived notion. This is what I'm going to go and say. Whatever the question is, this is my answer. And if there is any kind of a preconceived notion, when you go on spot, you're not listening to what the question is. So you will be speaking whatever comes to your to your mind, and it will sound very prepared. It will not be an impromptu speech. So to keep your mind open and to be very attentive is very important. And when I was listening to one of the distinguished Toastmasters, who now in our area and in other districts as well, everybody is gearing up for the contest. So when I was listening to one of the speech, there was one distinguished Toastmaster who actually told that like what Sir told today, the impact that you leave on the audience is what matters. So sometimes it's not very great body language, or it is not very, your voice, your throw, your diction, all of this is secondary, but answering the question and being there is very brave. So there are two types of people. One is when people don't have roles to play and then they are called on to the stage. The other is when preparing for the contest itself, and then you're really having to follow protocol and follow all the guidelines so that you'll be able to do it effectively. So he gave this example of someone who was called on stage for the first time, and the question that was given to this person was, can you please share your memory of the finest kiss that you have got. And it was around Valentine's celebration time, and this girl was quite uncomfortable with the question. So everybody was like really zapped. They really wanted to know what this girl had to say. It was a young girl, first time in Toastmasters, and she took the entire 2 minutes, 20 seconds. She stood on stage, and the last 10 seconds she just gave the answer. The kiss that I gave to my grandmother before she died, that is the most memorable kiss I had. And it was like, no, she didn't have anything to say. For a large part of the entire contest, she didn't, for the large part of her stage presence, she didn't have anything to say. But when it came, she answered the question, and it took so much of time, but it was like very courageous of her to come and practice it. So encourage everyone to please keep practicing, and you'll get better. Thank you.
Now I would like to call our listener of today's meeting, Toastmaster Monica.
So have you all listened to the speeches carefully?
Yes.
Let's start. There are 3 things which Toastmasters John's speech specified. I'll tell the timing of those. You just tell me the values. Okay? First one. You should be fill in the blank for the past.
Grateful.
Correct. You should be dash for the present. Kindness. And finally, you should be blank for the future. Hopeful. So it is grateful for the past, kind for the present, and hopeful for the future. Okay, this is one very easy question. Okay, within how many seconds you should put a hook to your audience?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Great. Okay. How did Sir define efficiently? So he said communication means transferring data from one person to another person. How did he define efficiently?
Underline. Underline.
No. He gave, underlining is right, but he gave a definition. Correct. Precise. He defined it minimum time and minimum number of words. So how to be an efficient speaker?
Precise.
So use precise. So what's the first limitation?
Stage fear.
Stage fear. And what are the 2 important components for a speech that you should have in it?
Open. OBC.
That's opening. Yeah, that's correct. And 2 things. Okay, I will give you an example. Who made Rajnikant a hero? And what are those 2 things? Conflict and resolution. Okay. And from where you can derive a conclusion?
From the solution.
From the solution you can derive a conclusion. And finally, how many kgs of chicken did Sir get? 3. Okay. Okay. Personally, we are craving for 2 important things in our life. Our team Moody today specified that. What are those 2 things? No, we are not craving for it. It's identification and recognition. And what's the name of Toastmaster Abhidasha's husband's client name?
Kalyana.
How should he be renamed by the suggestion? What is the strangest thing Jaden ate? From which country Toastmasters Anita's brother got a birth?
South Africa.
Thank you. Oh.
Now it's time to call our speakers evaluator, Toastmaster Ramesh.
Good evening once again. I am here to present Toastmaster John's speech evaluation for a speech titled Gratitude, Kindness and Hope. So his speech had, as Sir said, opening, body and conclusion. The speech had an engaging opening starting with
Song.
So it immediately engaged the audience. This interactive approach was effective in capturing the attention. The so-called hook, body of the speech, the strong narration, the storytelling approach, connecting the dots from traveling from India to Kenya. And his NGO experience was well structured and was very compelling for the audience. Visual support. The use of PowerPoint slides with relevant pictures enhance the audience understanding and emotional connection to the speech. He had an amazing confidence and delivery. The speaker was very comfortable on the stage. Body language was very effective with gestures whenever needed, making the speech visually engaging. When it comes to recommendation part, the areas for improvement, the audibility and pace. Certain words were not clear, possibly due to rushing. Slowing down would enhance clarity and impact. Eye contact, while the speaker was engaged with the audience, more generous eye contact would have strengthened the connection. In summary, Toastmaster John's speech was a visual treat, combining storytelling, engagement, and impactful delivery. With slight refinements in pacing, eye contact, and vocal clarity, his speech can be more even powerful. Thank you so much.
Now it's time for our timer report. Toastmaster Samuel.
Good afternoon, guys. So, Sergeant and Tom's team, Toastmaster Monica took 2 minutes 32 seconds to address, and visiting officer took 2 minutes 3 seconds on the beginning, and Secretary Toastmaster Nandini took 2 minutes 48 seconds for the last session's highlights, meeting's highlights. Presiding officer took 2 minutes 59 seconds. Toastmaster of the day, TM Atyasha took 3 minutes 14 seconds. Prepared speech, Toastmaster John took 7 minutes 18 seconds. And educational speech, distinguished Toastmaster Natarajan took 42 minutes 11 seconds. And in table topics, our guest Niyasha took 17 seconds. TM Melvin took 1 minute 45 seconds. Toastmaster Abhisasha took 1 minute 43 seconds. Guest Jaren took 18 seconds. Toastmaster Nandini took 1 minute. Toastmaster Vani took 1 minute 38 seconds. Toastmaster Anita took 32 seconds. Toastmaster Shalini took 59 seconds. And Toastmaster Samuel took 55 seconds. And evaluation speech, Toastmaster Ramesh took 2 minutes 9 seconds.
Now let us look into our general evaluation report. Our meeting starts at 3:33. Okay, how does this place look? We can see a lot of difference in our venue, right? Thank you, Toastmaster Monica, as a sergeant at arms, taking up the role and setting these places. And as a sergeant at arms, she set the stage very clear, neat, and she delivered the ground rules. Thank you for that. Toastmaster Caroline, as a presiding officer, she gave so much informative, like how VTC is initiated. How many of you know how VTC is initiated? Nobody's right. Thank you, Toastmaster Caroline, for letting us know. Coming to our tag role players, Toastmaster Samuel, As a timer, you gave a detailed report of each speakers, table topic speakers, and the evaluation. Thank you for that. Toastmaster grammarian, Toastmaster Anita. Thank you for explaining your role, and you clearly explained the word of the day, and you gave a neat report on your grammarian. In coming to our counter, Toastmaster Ayush, thank you for taking up the role in the last minute and doing it so well, and you gave very detailed report on our counter. When it comes to body language evaluator, I am very new to this role. As I not attended the last meeting, I was so much looking forward to that body language evaluator and TTM evaluator. What are they going to do it? Toastmaster Vani, not only report, you also gave one type of body language, how you can use body language. You gave one type of example. That is very nice. And thank you for your detailed report. When you come to Toastmaster Carolyn, as a TTM evaluation, you gave some positive feedbacks, and also you encourage us to take part in TTM. Sometimes people might get fear, will not come to the stage, but you encouraged us to take part in coming session. Thank you for your report. Listener, Toastmaster Monica, as today's meeting we will be having only one prepared speech, one evaluation, but you came up with so much questions. Thank you for engaging us with your different questions. Toastmaster Ramesh, as a speaker evaluator, your evaluation is very well structured, as you gave first positive points and then some feedbacks, and you gave the full summary of Toastmaster John's speech. And also the one thing that I liked in most is you related, not only gives positive, like your speech is good, your body language is good, you mentioned what body language as Toastmaster John used in his speech. You related that positive things and he used in that speech. Your evaluation is very neat and well explained. When it comes to table topic master, Toastmaster Bharat, I was like, the questions were not relevant. It is going somewhere. Usually we will be having one theme, we will be having that theme related questions. Now we couldn't guess that what type of questions he will give next time. We are very curious that, sir. And one thing that I noticed that you maybe write questions in your paper by not using your mobile phone. And also, I suggest you that not to repeat the questions. If you give, we are very curious that what questions are going to give next. So, I suggest you to give new topics to everybody. When it comes to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Abhidan Shah, you set the stage very neat, and when Toastmasters enter the room, you gave one different card to write the answers, and also you gave some flowers, all the things that is very different in 200th meeting. You also give some good points in indicating right path. And the one thing is you forget to call a general evaluator. That I suggest. This is my second time doing as general evaluator, and people used to forget call general evaluator. So the one thing that I suggest is, the one thing that I suggest is you can write roles in your paper that maybe you will not forget to call. Other than that, today's meeting is very well neat and interesting. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Saranya. Before I hand over the stage to Presiding Officer, I would like to say a sentence or information which I came across long back in a video. What is freedom? Can anyone answer? What is freedom?
Like freeing us from home My mother keep homeworking me. When I go to phone, she'll do like that same.
Okay.
I will not get freedom itself.
What is freedom? Actually, his answer is right. Not setting somebody free. I should never do things at any cost. That freedom we should have. Even we are forced or we are pushed into that situation, we should never do things on our own. That freedom we should have. I will never do this. For example, I will never lie. Even I put in that situation, I should not lie. I should be honest and truthful. With this, I would like to hand over the stage, and I thank for my team for doing all this work for today's meeting. Thank you, everyone. Over to presiding officer.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Everything. Thank you so much, all of you, for taking the time to come on a Sunday evening. And special thanks to DTM Nagarajan sir and his wife for coming here all the way from Chennai. Thank you, sir, for sharing such insightful details about how we need to craft a speech. I think all our members are going to have a rush. As you have recommended, we will have a level 2 completion marathon, and then we will definitely see that our club, all our members, whoever is able to finish the level 2, that they would all go for the ISC contest. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time. I please request you to come forward so that we have a small memento to give to you, sir. Thank you so much. A few words that you would like to share about our meeting.
Yeah. I can give a speech on this, but I'll try to make it crisp. Toastmasters is a university. You already, XCOM might have heard me in VAT. Okay? It's a university. It is up to you how much to study or what to study. You can do electrical engineering also, mechanical engineering also. It is up to you. And the same thing, I repeat what I said in VAT, it's like an ocean. What you take, it depends upon the container what you bring. If you bring a cup, you can take only a cup of water. If you bring a bucket, you can bring a bucket of water. As you climb up as a leader, as an XCOM or so, then the size of the container will increase. Being a division director, I have some people, I can say. I brought a bigger container. I learned a lot through my experience. Every opportunity, including the timer role, is a great source of learning. It is up to you how do you utilize it. I remember I joined Toastmasters about 9 years back. In the beginning, I played the role of grammarian in one of the milestone meetings. In the beginning, first year or so. Then I met the one guest who was a DTM, and after about a few months I met her. Then I recognized her and shook her. She said, "Oh, you are the grammarian, right?" She didn't remember my name. So remembered my performance. And I did the same thing what I promoted. I attracted the attention in the first 30 seconds. I did something which was very attractive. Even, Shamraj, even he mentioned that during that meeting, he was also present. So make use of every opportunity you get it. And grab the opportunity. Don't wait for someone to point out to you. When I saw table topic, nobody was volunteering. Rise. Be prepared to come and fight. This is the only platform where you can learn through your failures. Nobody is going to judge you. Nobody is going to criticize you. Make full use of this opportunity. You will see significant transformation after after a few weeks or few months, you will thank yourself for grabbing that opportunity. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. You can call the ma'am, please come. Ma'am. Yeah. Yes. You can give her.
Now we'd like to hear feedback from our guest. I would like to call upon Ayush to please come forward.
No, I want to give feedback.
Oh, yes, sir. Please.
First thing, I congratulate you for conducting this 200 milestone. This 200 milestone. Nobody was talking about that. Nobody was speaking. Already you spoke. I'm sorry that I was late for that. I really congratulate you for. You don't know how difficult. You may think that meetings are over, so automatically 175, 200 is coming. But conducting a milestone meeting is an achievement you can celebrate. All of you can raise your hands and show the palms like this and tap pat yourself. You don't know how difficult it is for a community to conduct a milestone meeting after meeting. I am seeing many clubs are dying, okay, because of lack of membership, lack of innovative way they conduct their meeting. But if you have reached milestone meeting, you should be happy about that. And as I said in the beginning, Toastmasters University, you will get to learn from every event. I learned something from you. Can you guess what that? Body language observation. I am going to implement in my clubs. Very good. What was the role you played?
Table topics.
Table topic evaluation. That of course I had seen. It is, but this body language evaluation, wonderful. I really like it. And you can include more. Eye contact evaluation and stage usage evaluation. If not every meeting, at least one meeting you can do that. Definitely you do. I really congratulate you. I'm really thankful for accepting this invitation and conducting this session.
Now can we have guest Ayush? The ballots are open. All of you can, as we are hearing the feedback, all of you can also vote.
So, thank you for having me in this meeting. Last time also I had attended the meeting and really liked it, and that's the reason why again I wanted to come to this meeting. One of the finest thing which I liked about this club is this last to last meeting only there were discussion about implementing new roles like based body language evaluator and then table topic evaluator and everything. And suddenly immediately the next meeting it was implemented also. So that is something which I really liked about the XCOM is actually very active in implementing things. And so yeah, overall it was an amazing meeting. I liked it.
Winners we have to select. Contest, online or contest.
Oh yeah, I'll just get feedback and then.
Oh, okay.
Toastmaster Melvin.
Hello everyone, most of you might not know me here at all. I am Toastmaster Melvin. Now, there's one thing that I will correlate with Vellore Toastmasters Club was that when I was first inducted to Toastmasters, I was thinking that it's a very competitive process. I saw Toastmasters like IIT, where it's only for the cream public speakers. You only have to be good at public speaking to enter. So when my college inductions came out, I thought for a second, what if I don't get selected if it's a very competitive process? And then I started looking for Toastmasters clubs outside of VIT. And I was like, Vellore Toastmasters Club. I will go and talk to them. Should I talk to them now itself and tell that I won't get admitted or I won't enroll? And that's what I was going on. And that was the only mentality I had. And then I thought, fine, we have Vellore Toastmasters Club. We can come, talk to them, have a fun time. And my first time here was for the contest that happened last term, which was the humorous and eval contest. And now, after once again, when I saw most of the XCOM members in Lady Vellore for the XCOM of the OTP and JTP, I contacted John. Is there any slots vacant? I would love to do roles. I should try coming to your clubs often. And I spoke to John way earlier that can I try coming to your club meeting? It never happened. And the day I saw you all in the OTP JTP, I felt embarrassed. Like, I told them that I would come and I didn't come. But the fact that I could come as a guest for the 200th meeting, and I'm actually grateful that I couldn't come because the 200th meeting I could happily come attend. In fact, this was the biggest refresher I had after my exams. It got over just yesterday. So, wonderful. It was a wonderful refresher, and the reason why I have this with me was that it says, my question was, did I read it?
Yes.
What is your favorite role in Toastmasters and why? My favorite is the speaker role, and the main reason is because you have the potential and the ability to share a powerful message, be it humorous, creative, or any manner that you like. And I thought that I wanted to give it to our audience where people might be in a different age than me, or people whom I'm not as familiar of. Even now, like the fact that I'm talking to everyone, I want it to be a different audience. I want there to be more number of people from different backgrounds or whatever. And again, I'm really eager to come for more roles, not just speaker roles, any role that's possible, if the time is feasible. February, I'm fully free. So I'm willing to come for sessions if possible. So let's see, only time will tell. But as of now, this session so far was absolutely amazing. And there is a lot of key takeaways that even I'm planning to take back to my clubs and in the clubs in BAT in general. So thank you, and over to the presiding
Can we have a quick feedback from Ranjita?
First of all, thank you to all. I really enjoyed this session because the sir given some points to improve our speaking thing and preparation speech, and how the way you are presenting your presenting your language, how it would be understand for that opposite one. It is really understandable for me. I'm very glad to hear his speech. That 40 minutes went me like 5 minutes. That 40 minutes, it's finished. I'm wondering about it. Thanks for that speech. Thank you, sir.
I think we had a one-liner contest, and we would like DTM Nagarajan sir to please come forward and pick the winner.
Toastmasters helping us transform from shy wallflowers to confident daisies. Archila Jinot, impeccable speakers.
Arsala from
Archila. Okay. What is this?
We ran a contest, sir, so they'll have to write one line about Toastmasters. And we had entries from other clubs also. We posted it in District 120. So we had people, so the best, they have already written, and they just put this, they wanted you to pick. So congratulations, Arsala. Yeah, she's the winner. And we'll be sending her gift, maybe we'll courier her gift. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Arsala is the winner, and your gift is on the way. I'd really like to thank a couple of people, especially our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Monica. Big round of applause for her. And Toastmaster Samuel and Toastmaster Vani, and our little Toastmasters, Jaden, Niaz, and Jaira. all of them, they came, and last evening they were here. They put up all these posters, the Wall of Fame, and they put the vision board. So many things they did, and they came early today, and they were blowing all the balloons. Thank you so much. You took so much of effort to deck up the place. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhidasha. Thank you also for the lovely brownies. And now we just announce the winners for today. Obviously, the best speaker goes to Toastmaster John.
Update. Yeah.
Best evaluator goes to Toastmaster. Best role player main goes to Toastmaster Abhidasha. Best auxiliary role player goes to Toastmaster Monica. And best table topic speaker goes to, now this is the only true guess, Toastmaster Melvin Joan.
On my Instagram.
Wow. Okay, so with this, we will adjourn meeting number 200. Please join us here for a group picture.